this is sometimes because you've created a really good position for yourself, and sometimes your partner has made a big mistake, right? So if you're going to drop your head under your partner's armpit, you better be sure you pop it up the other end, okay? So right up, like that, okay? I can't do anything now, okay? The way I think of this is, do you remember Diglett?
Oh, yes! I have an entire encyclopedia of Pokemon.
For those that know Pokemon, think of Diglett, right? His head goes like, you don't know who Diglett is? Have a look there. He's like a little mole character, and he puts his head out the ground, right? So poke your head out the other end, okay? So make sure you don't end up dropping your head. You don't want to be here, okay? What I'm seeing a lot of is people ending up in this position and they hold on. You could tap them in seconds, right, doing this. Now, the confusion with the guillotine, don't be confused by the name. The guillotine is not necessarily to noose your partner. The idea is to put pressure on the neck, right? It's implied by the name. A guillotine is a severe force of pressure applying downwards, right? In this case, it's going upwards, right? So I don't necessarily have to get my arm all the way around his neck and squeeze. All I've got to do is get an arm around his neck and go upwards. I haven't even brought the other hand into it yet. That's just me using one arm. Okay? You right? Yeah. Okay? All I need to do is get his head just on my armpit. He doesn't need to be all the way through. He's just got to be on my armpit. The other hand goes underneath, must go past his chin. I could tap him with pain. I could, if it doesn't work, I could persevere and go across his mandible like that, okay? So we rotate, just to show you what I mean. So I could go past the chin, but if he's not letting me, if he's tucking his chin in, well, that's all right. I'll jerk the neck instead. I'll go across the mandible and I'll go for the pain instead of the lack of air, right?
Across the what?
Across the mandible. The jaw line. You can do this one arm. If your partner is quite persistent, you can bring the other hand into it, grab your own fist and lift it up like a upright row for us fitness enthusiasts. So again, don't try and sort of lean back or anything. So you can grab your own fist and lift up. Okay? See how quickly he taps? Okay? One arm. Okay? Lift the chest up like a good form. If you do an upright row, we don't want to lean forwards. We want to keep good form, chest up, shoulders back, hands up. Okay? So if your partner ever dips their head on your armpit, teach them a lesson. Yeah? It's the only way you'll stop doing it. Okay? And if one thing I love to do is if I got them in this position, I like to just to guarantee it. I could do it if I ever wanted. What I like to do is grab my own gi, so he's trapped. Okay, try and get up. Try and get up. Nah, he ain't going nowhere, right? I don't know if you can see it. I've grabbed my own gi. Okay? I'm going to fall back slowly, so I don't pull his head off.
Oh.
Guard. Now look. He is tapping. Okay? If you want to be really mean. Okay? Okay? But you do it from here as well. Don't forget the position implies that we can't go anywhere unless he can do a backflip. If I lift up, because obviously there's resistance. He has to go somewhere. In this case, the only way you can get out of this is to flip over my head.
Or he can sit down and then kick his legs away.
Or he can try, because that's how long he's got. Okay? Have a little play with that. So you can do this from standing, you can do this from kneeling, you can do it from the ground. If you do it from the ground, put him in a guard first. Okay? You can do it without a guard, it just guarantees it. Okay? But at the same breath, whilst we're talking about this, don't be the person slot the head underneath. And if you are going to do that, Diglett it. Okay? Drop the head through, wham, and up the other end. Now try and do it. Nah, he ain't doing it. Okay? Especially if I've got my ear attached to him, he ain't doing it. Especially if I can hold on to it this way. Okay? And then it's a battle of who can get the first submission. Okay?